Fat guy in little sips goes on his whiskey advent calendar journey for you.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
What are we going to do the live review tonight for?
Well, we'll go ahead and jump in. But this is part of my Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends Advent calendar. So this is day number 19, because this is the 19th day.
Who makes these calendars?
The Pittsburgh Whiskey Friends. Some random dude just decided to buy all the items and decided to put it together. So this is day number 19. It's a little fancy little snowman. You're supposed to be all festive and color it, but I wasn't down with that. I'm just down with drinking it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to split the sample between me and my man Hank Banter. We're going to sniff it, we're going to sip it, and we're going to rate it. We're going to tell you what we think it is, and then you'll have to tune in tomorrow because it's a blind. We don't know what it is, and we won't know what it is until tomorrow. So, you know, you have to trust our expert opinions. So this is Hank Danger's first attempt at the Advent calendar. So there you go, buddy. We'll give it a little spin.
Do I pour the rest of it in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, blind taste Advent calendar.
Ooh, that is...
Does the guy post it tomorrow? Is that why we don't?
Yeah, he'll post it tomorrow. Oh, well, while we're smelling it, I'll let you know because, again, day 18 was yesterday, and I tasted that with my buddy Willie NASCAR.
Willie!
Yeah, and again, at Fat Guy Little Sips on YouTube. So day 18 was Green River Full Proof. It was a 118, I think 0.6 proof banger. It was very good. If anybody knows, Green River is out of Kentucky. I think they just got purchased by Bardstown. But it was a very good pour. It was kind of like a lot of all over the place. Like I was getting some strawberry, like hard candy. My boy was getting some cherry. We were going back and forth with some red hot cinnamons, and it was just like, it was very good. So once I tell him that it was Green River Full Proof, I think he's probably going to get one of those tomorrow. So again, we both gave it a thumbs up. So Green River Full Proof, thumbs up. So let's dig into day 19 now.
Day 19.
Whew. This is proofy, isn't it? Just off the smell.
It's
either proofy or, man, I think it's about 118 myself. I mean, I think it's about at least 120.
It's got some spice to the nose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's either misleading with the nose or it's, maybe it's like a smoky or a high rye.
It's like a little sparkle on the nose, you know?
Ooh, man, it's popping. So it's kind of hiding it. So, you know, usually I give it a little more smell.
No, it's all sterile.
Ooh, yeah, but it's too much. So I'm gonna give it a taste, and then I'll go back to the smell, see if it gives me a little different feel.
Well, it's all right. Let's take a sip.
No. Oh my God. This is high proof. This was not. Oh my God.
I didn't get it until it went down.
This was not hiding anything. So this is actually not a bad whiskey at all, but it is very high proof. You had to be ready for it. I would say this is at least 130. It is a bourbon. I believe it is from a mash bill perspective, I think it is a rye heavy bourbon. Again, over 130. I think it's, in my opinion, it's not very well put together. So I'm gonna say it's probably one of a local brand.
What do you mean by not well put together?
like it just kind of pops you, and it doesn't really like lay it down its flavors and like give you a full story.
It is balanced, though. I mean, it's.
You think so? Okay.
I've tasted things that aren't well put together. This feels like it's just maybe some bad choices.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like if you're paying millions and millions of dollars to, be one of these big guys, you're going to make sure the story comes out right. You're not going to make these bad mistakes.
That's true.
But I think overall the whiskey's not bad.
It's more
like I think like it was just maybe a bad single barrel they chose. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, man, God, it hurts going down. That hurt. Holly. Oh.
I can get a little burn off the end.
Oh. It just it made love to my esophagus there for a second.
Well, you said stuff about dumping on your throat, so I don't know.
I don't know. I think it doesn't have. I think it has personality. I think it is. I don't think it's that bad of a whiskey as you described it.
No, I'm not saying it's bad at all. I'm just saying it's not. It's not like I think it's. I just don't think it's like had the time to mature and like become what it is going to be at the end of the day. Like whoever is making this like hasn't found their way of. Walking through the woods and saying, oh, this is the recipe. These are the steps I need to take. They're trying to jump around and do all this experimental stuff. And they're like, oh, I made this mistake. Let's go back here. And I made this mistake. And they haven't figured out all the hoops they need to jump through yet. But I think overall, they're making the right decision in several ways. They just need to, finish out the rest of the story. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Right. There's no notes of anything. Right. It is just a straight whiskey, but I think it's a well put together whiskey. I think I think it's not too sugary. I think it hits fine. It hits. It's nothing to write home about. To your point, it's nothing to write home about. But it hits okay. I mean, it hits on the front end okay. Back end will tear you up. I mean, if you've ever tried to put together one of those sleds that you attach to dogs, but instead of dogs you put gremlins. That's kind of what the back end.
I've never heard of a gremlin.
A gremlin snow sled? No.
Sorry.
I'm unique and creative. I don't know what to tell you. I'm trying to describe things for people, man. I think the gremlin's led sled perfectly describes.
Yeah, maybe somebody. Is anybody in here?
3 people.
All right.
Is anybody in here? 3 people. Mike is in here.
You might want to turn your volume down.
You gotta turn the volume down, man. You're in here.
It's bad when you're on your own like TikTok and people in the room are the only one on it. But it's all right.
No, 1 of 4. We only have 1 of the 4 participants. 2. Shit. 5. We went up to 5.
All right. When we get to 6, I might turn my lights on.
It's pretty good. We get to 10. We gotta get to 10 people.
Well, we might have to lower our standards for these people.
If 10 people follow us right now, we will light them titties up. Maybe it's because of the fact I said the T word.
That's what I said.
That could be it.
Tatas.
Tatas. We'll light them tatas up.
And I mean, it was a joke. It's just a shirt, and they're
Or we're gonna take 2 flashlights and have them take a shirt off. 1 of the 2. We're lighting them up one way or another. All right, so we got a couple people in the room who are watching us do this blind taste test of this whiskey that
the Pittsburgh whiskey friends have, cultivated for us.
And it's I don't think it's bad. It's a rye. It's high proof.
You think it's a rye?
It's a rye.
I think it's a bourbon, but it's a high rye bourbon. It's like the rye is the second grain, in my opinion. But I can see your point. It could be a rye.
I think it's a rye.
I mean, I could see it being a Jack Daniel's single barrel rye.
So could be. Yeah,
I could see it being a single barrel proof rye. But it is about 135, isn't it? I mean,
it's hot.
It's hot, bro. But again, from my standpoint, the smell is too proofy, and I'm gonna give it about a 2.6. The taste is actually, again, it's not bad. It's just not. It's just too all over the place, and you can't really pinpoint what you're trying to do. So I'm gonna go like 2.7 on the taste, and then the finish, like again, it's kind of the same thing. And then like if you saw one of his reactions, after a while it starts to just really heat up this region.
Oh man!
So I'm gonna go like a 2.5 on the finish. So overall, I mean, I would get it if we're talking like, you know, it's not too expensive, but you know, I'm gonna say it's like, let's a wait and see kind of deal for me. What do you say there, Hanky?
I'd be curious to know what it is.
And if you tune in tomorrow at Fat Guy Little Sip.